key. We got Kafka's done. We will continue doing this in order, and thus I believe the next thing we should do is go ahead and continue the main plot. Audio being on would be nice. Yeah. I will also think I also think I will switch back to my new favorite team. Welcome back, Minato. Sorry I had to go through ad hell, but again, it's been a rough month. Been a rough month, and every precious penny helps.
Time to log off. Head back.
She's a gamer! She's a gamer, guys! Do you get it? It's really subtle. Flat, you're sure you'll barely understand? Like, again, yeah. Space China storytelling has sadly been less than stellar, but hey. Maybe this is as far as I know the end. Maybe it'll explain some stuff.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
I have your boss on speed dial. Don't make me call him.
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General.
Spoilers are out for your blood ninja. Oh god.
Get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
What's up?
It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
But you're having fun, right? Let me just be a colossal dick. What's the hippity haps? How can we help?
Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
That's why I asked you about how we can help you with your issues and make things easier on you, and not brush it off and ask if you're having fun like an asshole. But okay.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you. Ooh, all those benefits that the
Lots of
general
Gasha currency,
promised.
please.
They're finally here! Yippee! Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would
Never
like to
mind the
thank
fact that I
you,
beat up some
Master
cops
Diviner.
earlier.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool. Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way. Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission? It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Lawfu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin?
Are we, is this actually gonna be... Phantilia... these are the same thing. Like, unless I'm misremembering. Like, I'm not sure about the Stellaron. That's the one point I'm not sure about. I know that, like, obviously, giant woman, she wanted to revive the Arbor thingy or whatever. And she was responsible for the Sanctus Medicus cult. But these are the same thing. This is the only thing I'm not sure has been resolved. I'm gonna have to ask them all anyway.
The Stellaron Hunters.
It's gonna make me.
We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Lawfu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Lawfu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantilia. It appears that Phantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults.
No one
Lord
could have thought they
Ravager
would abduct an
slithered in
innocent fox
unnoticed,
girl and break her neck.
clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at
Okay, it
luring
is
the
all her.
Lawfu into a perilous
I should have
trap
done
of
this one first.
self-destruction.
It's gonna make me do them
The
all.
present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
Before you enter my Twitch, she posted a clip in last week's chat. There was a Ghostbuster, or a Go-Buster press conference that the Gokaiger cast crashed, and they swapped the character they were playing. Yellow is playing Gokai, Silver playing Think. That's cute. That sounds
When
fun.
the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years
Have to
ago,
check that out later.
the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Phantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord
Has it
Ravager's
occurred to you that they are
plans.
really, really stupid? Because based on that quest line we had to do with them, they're pretty stupid.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong.
Something to take. This is the other thing I'm curious about. Are we really just gonna leave Tingyun dead? Question mark.
It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision.
Was she ever
I'm
real?
already prepared for the
Was
worst.
she possessed?
Considering how the Legion
Was there a
operates,
real one? Did she
I
kill the
fear
real
fate
one?
of the Skyfaring Commission Amic Hassiter
Who
may
is
be
in my
deep down.
party?
As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken.
That's racist.
I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place,
And yet she's in our party.
and I think it would be
They're
best
going
if
the
you were
Honkai
one to
Impact
deliver
third
this
route.
item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now,
Got a couple
let
of
me take
dead
a look
people
at
in
my
that.
remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed.
Thank you, Daddy.
The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tingyun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal.
I beg to differ. Some of those bosses were no joke. We're all mere puppets of Kafka and friends.
No way! Everything good has come our way due to our hard work. I'm not letting them take any of the credit. It may seem like the Stellaron Hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted
Except
disaster for
Tingyun.
the whole Xianzhou. Who cares
And
whether
that one
someone
girl
or
from
something was
Bailu's quest.
directing it? Be happy. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
We already tried that with the magic gun back in the space station, March. You're incalculable. So is Sampo. Quite a few other people. Why didn't he ask while she was still
I was
here?
shy. Talking about personal stuff like that in front of everyone? It'd be too embarrassing.
Someone posted the baby murder from Dawn Brothers in response to the out-of-pocket Sentai question.
When you're free, let's go
Excellent.
hit up the Divination Commission together and see what Fu Shan has to say.
They're not wrong. Where is Don? I saw him in the background. There he is.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling.
I hated it.
I left so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more?
I haven't done anything to you yet. How long are you gonna stay?
I'll be gone very soon. Jing Yuan is still recovering, and the Cloud Knights won't protect me anymore. It remains to be seen how the 6 charioteers will react to my presence. But at least for now, I'm safe. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfang's negative karma, so I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Plan for the future after your discussions with the companions. I don't know what that means. I would like to, but I don't know what that
means. How am I gonna break this to Madame Yukong? Maybe she's already heard the news.
Well, here's hoping the Matrix is accurate, and that Diviner Fu won't decline our request.
I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara, if she can tell me more about Danfang's actions.
Well, I wish I knew for sure what I could do there, but... I wonder if, I forget where that... I think I know what she's talking about. Like, if I go here, can I actually talk to her and do that, or... Tired tonight? But head out and rest. Night-night, Manada. You have a good one. See you later. Oh, well, the optional thing is gone now, so I guess I missed the window. Alright.
Time to log off. Head back.
I've never attended a memorial.
I really hate, like, the fact that those optional things are there is cool. This is like, oh, there's extra stuff you can do that you don't have to do. I wish they would give you at least a slightly better idea of, like, how to go about doing those things.
That lady is crying her eyes out.
The voice of his?
Don't mind me. Just grabbing this now. These are kind of hard to find later. Yeah, that's great, Todd. Button mashing. Yep, sorry, they know the drill. Y'all didn't care enough to voice. Y'all didn't care enough to voice it. I don't care enough to read it.
This year they only exported 1.5 million.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
I went through Fontaine unless
On
it was
behalf of the
dudes.
Starfaring Commission,
Hey,
I would like to
Fusion,
thank
how
the
you
crew
doing?
of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct.
She left a fan. That's something.
Ting Yun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Madam Yukong.
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Was
I'm
there ever
sorry.
a real one?
I understand.
You could contradict
It's just
yourself
hard
right
for me
there.
to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short
Will
life
there be
terms,
fireworks?
a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of
We don't even
distancing the
know if
memory
she's
of Ting
dead.
Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity.
We don't even know if she's
I
real.
still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me.
How can we
I've
help?
instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madam Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
You always did say that I like to gossip.
We don't even know if she's really
Here
a
I
fox.
am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting-Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Cassider's seal, a small box,
Some Vaseline, a
knife,
banana, and some duct
a
tape.
bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained.
It's a
that
lucky
one to
cat,
me.
except it's a
It's
fox.
a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting-Yun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds.
They're really going hard.
but
Assuming
also
we care about
colonies.
Ting Yun's relationship with this random
When
NPC.
we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties. And
One
distribute
second.
them among
I
friends
chugged my
and
coffee too fast. I gotta go
It
grab a
became
soda real quick. I'll be
custom.
listening though.
The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild
Love
was
cough cover for me.
always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting-Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yenming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
Earl Grey. It's tea.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting-Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me, could it?
Nah, she knows another archer who she has slightly more emotional attachment to, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
It's starting to sink in. It's slowly starting to sink in that, man, we're really gonna be stuck in Space China for like another year, and probably just get like scatterings of wrap-up quests once in a while to like fill in some of the blanks that are left, and that the entirety of this last quest is just gonna be Ting Yun's funeral. That might not even really be a funeral.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
The one I'm literally right in front of? I don't know.
Welcome to the Sleepless
I don't know,
Earl.
Mr. Yang,
I'm the
tell
owner here.
me.
The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today?
I'm extremely uncomfortable that the small child sounds like a grown-ass woman.
Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
She's fucking dead.
Yes. Now
Except
that
maybe
the
not.
crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Ting Yun has been dispatched on business with the Skyfaring Commission out to other worlds.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Well, hold on a sec. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you to try a cup.
Unless it's the Dory situation. It could be a Dory situation. Maybe she's supposed to be older than she looks and is just short. But nonetheless, it's just slightly unsettling.
Time to log off. Head back.
Silverwolf? Wolfie? Baby girl? You can't keep doing this. You can't keep gaming this hard. You can't, okay?
Lawfu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got
Driving me crazy.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Xianzhou? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast?
Go on.
It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
Do you ever?
Was famous
I
for
don't
its
think
mung
you
bean
ever
soda.
do.
Spices Supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Ting Yun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto.
I was
You
gonna
can't better
say,
your own
Secret,
food
you're
unless
seeing
you
this
taste
shit,
it.
right? You
Then
already
she
know what
got
I'm
me to talk
thinking.
about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds.
Man.
She was captivated. She pestered me
So
about
glad.
dish after dish. At the end,
I'm
she
so
mentioned
glad
she
the
wanted to get
denouement
me a
to this
gift.
arc
A sword for a hero and a
is
knife
learning about
for a
how
chef. That's how she
Peng
put
Yun
it.
was the coolest anything ever
She
from
probably came across
NPCs.
some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been
I saw a
spoiled
lot
by
of
the
people.
generosity of whistling flames?
And by a lot of people, I mean
Grand
Tectone,
fair puts
basically,
small
and
merchants
that's
like
it.
us in touch with big intergalactic vendors.
We talked to
If we're
Xing
talking
Shui.
gifts, it's
We did
us
very
who
briefly
should be
talk to
gifting
Xing
her
Shui.
something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy,
Like,
right?
Like, people have, like, it's not just me. It's not just me who had issues with the story, again, obviously. Because it was so bad that they literally rewrote it to make that what the Sanctus Medicus quest at least optional.
Come from?
But like apologists were kept like you know, looking at the criticisms for this arc and being like, because the whole thing is like, man, this is a real step down from Belobog.
Beyond the control and understanding.
Belobog's story was very solid, properly structured.
Thank you.
Never felt meandering.
All of you. Let me
Didn't get bogged down by
prepare a dish
NPCs
for
or technobabble. It was
as
a
a
very
gift,
straightforward
Miss
story about
Tingyun.
classism and overthrowing a corrupt governing system. It was very easy to follow, very well handled.
It was our chili oil beef awful
This
stew
is just
that
kind
first
of
attracted Miss
what?
Tingyun to our restaurant.
And everyone was saying like, man, this feels like a real step down from Belobog. And people like Tectone or Spiritual Skeletons or whatever like, obviously this isn't as good because it's not finished.
About that bow,
like we only played the first half of this quest or whatever when the game first launched.
Mr. Yan Ming said
When people were already complaining about it.
will return with a gift for a trusted
Like, of
colleague.
course it's not as good. It's not finished. You just gotta give it time. You just gotta trust the plan.
The most is Madame Yukong, right?
You should have trusted the plan. The plan was, there was no plan. Just like the only interesting things going on here is the stuff they just did not give any real focus to. The stuff that's interesting is Don Hong's backstory and his connections to Blade and Jing Yuan, and all that stuff was just like really, really oblique and not discussed properly. Meanwhile, we're here talking about the Sanctus Medicus bullshit still, and now the entire denouement is just reminiscing on one character. Like, we probably spent the most time with Tingyun. Out of all the characters involved in the main plot, we spent the most time with Tingyun. And even her, we did not actually know that well. So to have this entire finale, denouement quest, whatever you want to call it, be dedicated to just hearing NPCs talk about how great she was and trying to tug at your heartstrings, like, oh, she was so cool and awesome, and it's so sad she's gone. Or like, I would rather focus on if she's even gone or not. I would rather, like, if they're gonna have any kind of, like, introspective epilogue, I would rather, that focuses on that, I would rather it be us, like, trying to look into things and, like, figure out what she even was. Like, was she ever a real person in the first place? And if she was, like, at what point would she have gotten replaced? Because, like, the characters aren't even sure. You have Yukong in like 2 sentences apart going like, oh man, to think the person I've been working with for 30 years was a monster. And then in the next sentence, she's like, I wonder when she got taken over. Like, Say words.
What brings you here?
Say words, Yukong, so I can stop thinking about this. Getting sad.
This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me?
I will stretch while she talks.
She understood my pain. It's a shame I can
And
no longer do
Losha.
anything for her.
We have an auto XP walking
30
around
years
here.
ago, I fought in a terrible war.
And we know literally nothing.
A comrade and I set sail
Main
together,
quest.
but only I returned.
We begin to imply what his actual deal
Scars
was
of
on
that
this
war
ominous
never
foreshadowing.
truly
It wasn't
healed.
in the main quest. It was absolutely
Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade.
Ugh.
I felt tired of voyaging.
And Susie,
like I'd lost the courage to
Sushang.
pull on a bowstring ever again.
Like she's here. She's
I hid
young,
away in
plucky.
the
She's a new
Skyfaring
Cloud Knight.
Commission and buried
I thought that we were
myself in
like, I
work.
thought with her escorting Dan
Never
Hong, we were leading to
wanting
like
to see
some
the
kind of
sky
arc with
again.
her. Like learning the true
Despite
meaning of like what it
rising
means
to
to be a Cloud
Helmmaster,
Knight, like getting a little
my
dose of
military
reality with the
career
Mara
hadn't
situation,
prepared me for the
and
type
like
of meticulous
resolving to
planning
be
work
strong
now
or some
confronted
shit.
me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait!
I was gonna
Wait
say,
for me.
what a ceremony. I thought you would have more people in
Miss
attendance,
Ting Yun prepared a gift for me.
especially
As a fellow
since you make such a
ambassador,
big deal out of
I
her
cannot
helping
fail
so
to
many
honor our
people.
custom.
I was expecting a crowd.
Yan Ming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun
I know this may
gifted
seem like a
others in the
crappy
past,
gift,
but
but actually it's awesome.
it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
We can't even put it all. How tiny is this thing, bruh? Oh my god. Fucking let the NPC have his day in the shade.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
What would you choose, Secret? Oh. Are we gonna put them all down? The tea. Named Tea!
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission.
I guess
and the Law
everything.
Fu. This small seal
Not
is
sure
the
what the
foundation
point
of
is
the
then,
Xianzhou's
but-
prosperity.
Why are you making me think we had a limited quantity?
This is a gift from Miss Yensui
What are you
on
doing?
behalf of all the restaurants on our
Game, you're being very silly right
You're
now.
going to love this.
You are
The
being
Sky
absolutely
Faring
packed.
Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
God. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Fontaine's current Genshin's current storyline.
Head back.
The Fontaine stuff. Mogging Stariel right now. Oh, here's the crowd. There we go.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yen Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
You're too kind, General. Teehee teehee. I'd like some free real estate, please! It's free real estate. One, I am above the meme, and two, I don't like this place. I wouldn't want to live here. You're too kind, Yuri Bird.
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
I would not want to live in space, China, man.
Time to log off. Head back.
Out of all the places we've been to so far in this game, Space China is at the bottom.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Of my my list.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's
Live in Bellabog.
esteemed
I would also live in
gratitude for the
Bellabog.
magnanimous actions of the nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice
It's
to
nice
this
and cold,
already,
and Sampo is there.
But the Luofu is
For
greatly
now.
indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the
Until he
Luofu
gets bored and
Cloud
jumps
Knights,
planets.
I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus.
The space
world
station
may
could also be
crumble,
kind of neat to live
and the
on.
heavens may fall. But this oath
But,
shall never be
I'm not
broken.
smart enough.
The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here, in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Don Hong.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Lawfu.
Nice!
But I hate it here. I never want to come back. Not a complete surprise, though.
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go
Clearly
as
nobody
you please,
actually fucking knows what he even
cannot
did.
guarantee your safety.
Because they continue to not
Again,
say.
I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound
Like,
is
genuinely,
feeling
am
much
I
improved.
dumb?
The occasion calls
Did they,
for
like, outright
a line
spell
or
out
two of
what his
poetry.
crime was at any point?
Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed
And
by
I'm
the
just a dumb
erudition
dumb
of
and
Lady
missed it.
Fu. Another time, perhaps.
But Fu
The Express
Xuan
and its
is a
passengers have
preservation
long
character.
voyage ahead of them.
He's silly.
May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Oh god.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime
You haven't
soon.
gotten to that part, so you wouldn't know.
She
If
was
you see
also
something I
asking
missed, by
after
all
you,
means, let me know.
I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himeko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
I'd like to visit some of the friends
Oh
along
yeah,
the way.
there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Fine, fine. Don Hung and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry,
I gotta buy
Mr.
Pom
Yang.
Pom a souvenir. That's the more important part.
So soon? I wanted to help the general, but things
God,
didn't turn
there
out
wasn't
how I
even a
wanted
new
them to be.
map.
I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Don Hung, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
There wasn't even a new map! It'll go a few rounds. You just have to actually come home.
Deal. Safe travels.
Good God. Yeah, no, again, like, I still think... I still think it's not a good look for just Toyo in general. The fact that they keep giving out the free 10 pulls every patch, whereas Genshin gets it only for Chinese New Year and the anniversary. You saw a readable item on the bench? Ooh. Where that? Where at? Oh, yep. Good eye secret. You are better at this than me. I'm still missing a bunch of those. I just completely lost my train of thought. Whoops. oh no, I remember. Yeah, like, I still maintain that it's a bad look that Genshin doesn't give out free 10 pulls, like, basically ever, while this game gives them out every month. But again, that right there is the reason. Like, I'm not justifying it because I agree it's bullshit, but, like, that is absolutely the reason. Because this game's maps are significantly smaller. And then we don't even get a new one every patch. I wish it would tell me where the characters are. That'd be nice. Because I do want to do that, because it seems like this is going to be very short, so I may as well. Okay, I found a list. I get the feeling this is the last leg of it, so I may as well stretch this out a little bit more. Say goodbye to everyone. Lord knows we didn't spend too much time with him in the actual main story.
I don't believe in...
I'm guessing seeing you here probably means that your affairs on the Xianzhou are mostly complete. Is that it? I thought you were gonna stay for at least a little longer. Did Welt learn how to play Celestial Jade in the end?
But
If
yeah,
he hasn't got the hang of it yet, tell him to come see me, and I'll show him the ropes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So long ago at this point.
Are you interested in learning yourself?
I love Mahjong.
Aha! I thought so. Come back when you have time. I'll teach you. We're in agreement then. You can come back anytime and I'll teach you how to play.
Because yeah, like even the events in this game I've noticed.
A tile in the
2 a.m. Mahjong. How could I ever forget? Like even the events in this game seem to give out a lot more gacha currency than the ones in Genshin. Not a lot, not a huge amount more, but definitely a little more. So like it's obvious they're trying to compensate for the discrepancy of just like how much smaller the area is, and thus you're getting less currency from quests and whatnot. Shall you? Oh. Okay, you know what? This is an NPC, but I want to make sure that I want to make sure that that bitch didn't permanently damage this child. So.
Is that you, big sister? I knew it was you by the sound of your footsteps.
I'm leaving forever.
You're leaving? Thank you for helping me.
No.
And thanks to Don Shu, too. I should be taller the next time you're back, so I won't be such a burden on everyone. By the way, is Don Shu okay? Me and my friends are worried about her.
Well, now I regret everything.
I haven't heard from her since the last time she delivered the medicine.
She's dead. She's dead!
Dead? What does dead mean? It doesn't mean going to a really, really, really far away place forever and ever. And never coming back. Like my mommy and daddy.
Oof. She was a bad person. Don't take anything she said too seriously.
So, Don Shu will never come to see us again? Thanks for telling me, big sister. Like Don Shu always said,
no!
We can't expect others to take care of us forever.
No!
Bye-bye, big sister.
I didn't know. I thought I'd have an option to be like, hey, kid, that woman was a crazy bitch and you shouldn't listen to her. I'll help you out if you ever need helping out. But, nope. Force me to become the villain.
Head back.
Are you off then? The Xianzhou Law Fu is all the richer for your brief time with us. I offer blessings on behalf of the Skyfaring Commission on the eve of your departure.
It's some bullshit.
If you require resupplying during your journey, you can always count on us.
Hi, doggy. Aww. I love you too. You gonna miss me? I love you too, boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? What you got? It's just like we're not gonna deal with any of the larger problems of these people's fucking lifestyle. Like, this is a world where people like that child are born blind, and then there's fucking, even though they have all this technology and can fix it, there's nothing they can do. Because of the immortality bullshit, and their bodies just factory reset back to being blind, even though that's clearly a defect. I thought we'd, like, fucking purge this world of its original sin or whatever bullshit is causing that. Aww. Aww. What is that? Is it like a little equipable? And like have my own and follow me around or something? What is that? Not anywhere in here. Oh, it's a profile pic. Okay, okay. Hi, Godzilla. I will get some sip. How you doing? Looking at the 240 resin hurts you so much. I can't imagine why. Huh. How does this one even make sense? We didn't meet this person. The only people still on here are March and Trailblazer. We didn't get to interact with this person for some dumb reason. Because the story structure of this world was awful.
Hi. Sure am. Things have been in constant turmoil since I transferred to the law.
Got Tales of Arise from a friend?
Now that
Nice.
I've got a little free time, I'm here to listen to some storytelling. Are you... Sorry, I've met so many people recently. You seem unfamiliar. Judging by your clothes, you must be an outworlder.
I'm Dan the Man's buddy.
I see. Silent but Deadly told me something about meeting up with a friend. You must be them.
Silent but deadly?
Pretty accurate nickname, right? That guy has a lot on his plate. It's enough to make you worry.
Is it a good game, Tales of Arise? I've not played it yet either. I own it.
Must mean things are pretty much taken care
I
of.
got it on sale a while back. I will play it one day.
Is that so?
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Before you leave, I recommend listening to Mr. Xian's Legend of the High Cloud Quintet. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be an epic hero. I never get tired of hearing about the quintet. I'm sure you'll love it. You should bring Dan Heng along next time. We can chat over some tea. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I won't take any more of your time. Good luck.
Imagine if we had just done that during the main plot. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, well! I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Tea! I would finish Berseria first. Yeah, of course.
Are you here to say goodbye? There's no need to be so anxious. I predict that you will return to the Xianzhou often. And you will definitely continue to trouble us when you do.
I predict that the next region isn't even remotely ready yet, and that there will be many quests and probably slight additions to the map added here instead over the next year.
Therefore, forget about any farewells.
Your dad got you chocolate ice cream? Ayo. Is that all you have to say to me, young lady?
Alright, okay, I understand. I wish your travels be fleeting of foot, And may your crises be effortlessly resolved.
There you go. Again, I appreciate her being able to drop the bullshit.
Did the Divination Commission put a...
And just be real with me once in a while.
If the Divination Commission could predict
It's
how
nice. Okay. I have no idea who this is. Airship Commission. Artisan. Been watching 2003 TMNT Doodle. Ooh, very nice. Very good taste, my dude. That was my favorite version of the Turtles for quite a while. I think I did end up enjoying the 2012 one a bit more in the grand scheme of things, but both are very good.
The Artisanship Commission has come through hell and high water.
I forget who you are, sir, but
rebuilding what we lost will drain.
Oh, you're the guy I had to do all those
Our
puzzles
labor
for.
filled with blood and sweat and tears.
The guy told me that. I don't remember him,
For
but I'm
a
leaving.
youngster to deliver a farewell to an old man like me is a rare occurrence in this day and age. I've taken on many a short life apprentice. After leaving the Lawfu, they never return. Time, not distance, is the true separator of souls. The lingering sound of bygone
Oh yeah, he
music
was
fades,
also there when we fought the
though
deer.
groweth fainter with the parting
Very,
ways.
very true. I'll be back.
I'm glad. I'll still be here at the Artisanship Commission. You're welcome anytime.
I love you, Michael Sorich.
But farewell it is. I shall not sing for you on your way out. I fear the sound would break my heartstrings.
All right, that is everyone.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing.
The deer still
compared
gives you
to the
trouble even in
enduring
Simulated
majesty of
Universe,
the
Noodle.
stars.
It gave
And
me
the
a lot of
grief
trouble
felt here
until I, one,
is
got
very
Kafka,
different from our own.
and two, learned to take the training wheels off my characters and just go full offense, rather than trying to turtle up. Not sure what characters you have, but I went full nihility with the paths. Used Kafka, Sampo, Silverwolf, and Locha. And I fucking melted through that thing so fast. It was hilarious. I'll have to show it off on stream sometime. I've already done some Simuni for the week, so I'm not going to show it off now. But I'll have to try and save it next time I do stuff, because it is hilarious how fucking quickly that thing goes down. Didn't know you were a poet, Mr. Yang. You don't have
You're
Kafka or
back.
Blade, yeah.
Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must
The
come
point
to
still
an end.
stands.
Still, some endings
It's not too
spark a
bad
new
once you know what you're
beginning.
doing.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the express.
Please, keep shaking it up. I enjoyed having him along this one.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
So where's our next stop?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
I do remember.
The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
You still like Grandpa well.
All
Game!
we here are either jailers or prisoners.
Game!
Which are you?
Game!
Neither. I'm merely
Game!
a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of
Oh my
threats
fucking
that
god!
almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Cienjo. What was their motive?
They
Surrender,
tried so hard
or do you
to
require
downplay it, but I
encouragement?
knew it!
Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my
What the
power does
fuck
indeed
does that
stem
mean?
from the abundance.
Oh,
But
oh
I'm the
yeah,
same as
Yaoshir
you.
is the name of the...
We are both enemies of Yaoshir.
That's
about
right,
that?
Genuine.
Oh,
Stay out
God.
of our way.
Oh, fuck off.
The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Cienjo to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose.
Bruh.
And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Oh. So now the actual interesting plot is starting? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? This bitch aside, I still can't be... I cannot be asked to care about this woman. I'm sorry. If she's anyone's waifu or whatever, or she ends up having reasons or whatever, like, I fucking... I could not give two shits about Jingliu. Like, I preemptively hate this bitch. She is so smug. She is so condescending. She acts like she knows literally everything about the plot, and she probably does, which makes it even more infuriating that we still have so little information. But I'm sorry. Fuck this character. I don't like smug bitches. I ain't here for that. But Locha! I had a feeling, despite them trying so fucking hard to be like, oh no, he's just a guy. And like having him show up on the train once we were done with his companion quest, like I had a feeling. You don't do that. I've got their fucking number. What the fuck even is he? That's the question. Okay, I didn't show it on screen. But there was, if you'll recall, I was confused at one point about, an achievement. I don't know what section it would be in. I don't know what section it would be in, sadly, but my point is there's an achievement in here somewhere called Coffin Dancer that I couldn't figure out what to do. I thought it may have been like some kind of super narrow window thing where like you had to do something specific during his companion quest. That's not what it was. What you actually had to do to get that was to go back, I forget where it is, but it's some building somewhere in here. It's where you first start the quest. Like, when you first unlock his quest, you have to go inside a certain building. I think it might be here. I think it might be that. If you go... After you finish his companion quest, if you go back in that building and look at a monitor, you will see some very, very fuzzy footage that blocks out most of his audio. But, like, you see footage of him overlooking the tree. The abundance tree. And just being incredibly, incredibly sus. God, thank you very much for the raid. How are you guys doing? Not sure if you were streaming this as well, but either way, fair warning. We just finished up the new, the newest main quest, and I'm currently going feral about a bomb they dropped at the end. So if anyone coming from there, you just finished as well. Okay, good. Yeah, we just wanted to give a heads up. No alert. Did y'all not hear that? I heard it. Okay. I'm ranting. I'm ranting about that plot bomb we got at the end. This bitch. So yeah, like, even though... They called him an abomination. They called him an emissary of the abundance, which we kind of figured. Because the abundance is what was causing the bullshit here in the first place, and obviously he's that path, and obviously, if you've played Hoyo's other games, you know this man has a history of doing questionable things involving trees. So, so even though they tried very, very hard to downplay him, but the fact that he was barely even actually present in his own companion quest, the fact that he pops by the train afterwards and has very little say about the plot. Granted, a lot of people had that problem because of the kind of crappy way Space China's storyline was written. But, like, ever since I found that little bit of dialogue off screen, I was like, okay, we can't be done. Much like I think we're still going to come back to Sampo and the possible Eldritch Abomination. much like that, but much like I think we're absolutely going to come back to how Sampo assessed. I'm like, okay, at some point we have to actually talk about what the fuck Locha's deal is, because obviously there is a deal. Space China, we have a tree, Sayu, and baby puzzles. Yes. Especially baby puzzles. Also the giant coffin. I know, I mean, once again, if you have played Big Sister, Honkai Impact the Third, we already have a pretty good idea of what might be in that coffin. I will not even begin to get into it, because it's potentially spoilery for that game. And I guess we don't really know for sure. Because we don't know. It all depends on what he is. If he is just this reality's version of Otto and is sus in his own way, the door is wide the fuck open. If his real name is Lloyd Varchive, it's a lot more open. If he is straight up Schmodo Schmapocalypse transplanted, then we know exactly what's in there. And even if it is some of the other options, we might know exactly what's in there. Is it stacks? In a manner of speaking. I suppose that's one way to put it. Maybe. Yeah, you keep showing that coffin, you piece of shit. But alright. You have my... I'm pissed. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'm pissed. Again, like, I stand by what I said. I think the Xianzhou storyline, as it currently stands, was kind of a mess. The Sanctus Medicus stuff was not that interesting. All of the most interesting things about it were glossed over. We didn't really get a lot of time for characters to shine, despite some of them accompanying us for so long. We still barely know what the fuck actually happened with Don's backstory with Blade and company. And I don't think that's going to relate to whatever the fuck they have planned there next. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if that's going to be like a Act 2 of the Xianzhou quest. Or if that's going to be like another Locha companion quest or a Jingliu companion quest, because I know she's going to be playable next patch. I don't know what the fuck that is. But that stinger is all the stuff I'm actually fucking interested in. And I am ever slightly miffed that we wasted time with all that other bullshit that just, honestly, has ended up feeling like filler. The whole Tingyun thing, we still don't know about the Tingyun thing either. Nope. I have to imagine that will get brought up at some point. But god damn it, that is not all the content. We are not done. That is all the content for the main story, but we're not done for the night. We got some new companion quests to do. And so, for the sake of breaking everything up, make sure I have a nice surplus of stuff to upload to youtube.com, since I'm going on a slight vacation next week. I think that for the purpose of YouTube, I'm gonna wrap things up there, not end the stream, obviously. Probably take a break and run and get something to drink real quick, but ooh, vacation in air quotes. I'm going to visit my my aunt on her farm. She lives less than an hour away. I'm not even going on I don't think I'm even going out of state. I forget, it might be in Georgia technically. But even if it is, it's not that far away. You'll do the Dawn thing on your own time, so you're gonna take your leave. Noodle, nighty night. You have a good one. Thank you for joining me though. But yeah, vacation in air quotes, but and just for like 4 days, I think. But nonetheless. All right. God fucking damn it! You will never leave me alone. This is my life. He's on my shelf right now. I still have that fucking standee. Fucking back when I first played Honkai Impact the Third, I won a contest, and Hoyoverse sent me a care package with a bunch of random merch in it, and wouldn't you know it, my luck being what it is, one of the things I got was an acrylic standee of a very, very, very suspiciously similar looking character from Honkai Impact the Third. He's on my desk as we speak. He's sitting next to my star screens. He will never leave. He will never ever leave. I look forward to getting mad. I look forward to getting mad all over it again at this man. Whenever the fuck we get back to whatever the fuck that stinger was. Alright, for the purpose of YouTube, thank you all for watching. Special thanks to Fusion, Ninja, Go-Kartier patrons, Vroom Vroom. If you want to help support me feeling like I'm taking crazy pills, check out links in the description. Love you guys. Bye-bye.